The moment the room fell silent, everyone in the auditorium felt it, an electric tension that seemed to hang in the air like a storm waiting to break. Hillary Clinton leaned forward, her voice crisp and unwavering, cutting through the murmur of anticipation. "With all due respect, Senator Kennedy, that's simply not accurate," she said, her tone both authoritative and impatient. The interruption landed like a hammer, halting Kennedy mid-sentence. Cameras flashed, and the audience collectively held its breath. For a fraction of a second, Kennedy's eyes reflected something unexpected, not anger, not defensiveness, but a quiet, unshakable composure. He looked at her, really looked, as if seeing not just the formidable political figure before him, but a human being with every confidence and insecurity bundled together in that instant. And then he smiled, not a patronizing smile, but one of understanding. "Thank you, Secretary Clinton," Kennedy said gently, his voice carrying the weight of calm conviction. "I think you've raised an important point, and I'd like to address it carefully, because the truth matters more than winning a moment here." The cameras caught that line, and within hours, it was everywhere online. Clips circulated with captions praising his calm, his respect, his ability to turn a confrontation into a lesson in dignity. But what no clip could fully capture was the energy in the room, the shift from tension to connection, from division to dialogue. Kennedy had learned early in life that words could wound, but they could also heal. Growing up, he'd watched his father argue fiercely with neighbors over politics and property, often leaving relationships frayed. Kennedy promised himself he would find another way, a better way. And now, decades later, he was living that promise in real time. The debate continued, each candidate pressing points, each question probing vulnerabilities. Yet, Kennedy's composure became a quiet beacon, a reminder that strength wasn't measured by the loudness of one's voice but by the steadiness of one's character. Hillary, for her part, had sharpened her arguments and pressed forward, but even she seemed momentarily taken aback by the sheer grace of his response. There was no condescension, no bitterness, only a subtle acknowledgement of shared humanity. Backstage, Kennedy replayed the moment in his mind. He thought about the young people in the audience, about those scrolling online at home, about anyone who might be struggling with confrontation in their own lives. "If you can meet force with patience, you change the conversation," he whispered to himself. That line, unplanned yet profoundly intentional, became the heartbeat of his reflection on the evening. After the debate, journalists crowded around him, eager for a soundbite, a headline, a sensational quote. Kennedy repeated his message again and again: respect doesn't require surrender, civility doesn't mean weakness, and disagreement can coexist with wit.